All right, boys, welcome back to another video. Knicks Daily here. Just got done with the game. It's 12:10 a.m. For those of you on the East Coast, it's 1:10 a.m. Definitely worth the wait, though, to stay up. The Knicks dropped 133 points on the Sacramento Kings. This was one of the best shooting performances in Knicks history. 22 of 40 from three. That's 55%. 9 different Knicks hit a three, which ties the franchise record. Josh Hart, 4 of 6. Unbelievable tonight, plus 29. Miles McBride, 4 of 5. I mean, Deuce didn't miss his first shot until the end of the second quarter. Like, he was that good. Cat was 3 of 6 from 3. OG was 3 of 7. 24 points, 5 steals, 8 assists, 7 boards. This was one of the best games OG has played as a Knick. And there's been several instances this season where OG's proven exactly why he signed the largest contract in Knicks franchise history. If this OG showed up every night, the Knicks would have a chance against Boston and Cleveland. He just has to do that, right? Brunson, Cat, OG, McHale get going. We saw what Deuce did tonight. I thought he was horrible against the Clippers, but again, it was thrown in the starting lineup, and now he had another game to adjust. Off of the bench, Landry Shamet, 3 of 4 from 3. He's been red hot the past month of the season. Campaign, 2 of 3. I'm looking at the rest of the guys out there. DeLon Wright hit his first 3 as a Knick, which is great. Only his 4th game. Kolek missed a couple towards the end of this game, but it was just a great performance by this Knicks team, man. They fought hard. Whenever the Kings tried to make a run, the Knicks were just right on it, and they were just resilient the entire game. But looking at Cat, I mean, he really set the tone, guys. He had 26 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, just attacking the basket, knocking down the 3. That's the thing about Cat is he's a great shooter, but when he's going to the basket, he sort of builds off of that and just feeds into the energy, and that's when he's at his best. The defense was great as well, holding the Kings to 104 points. They shot 41.9% from the field, 29.4% from 3. I had a bet on Campaign for a 3. He hit it. And then I had a bet for Zach LaVine. All he had to do was score 18. He scored 17. The Knicks are so good that LaVine, you can't really blame that because he played in 36 minutes. I thought the Knicks did a good job of just closing the driving lanes and making him give it up, especially a team's leading top scorer. You want to make him give it up, make somebody else beat you. Malik Monk had 21 points, but he was 7 of 18, which isn't the worst, but it's not going to hurt you. DeMar DeRozan, I'm not going to say he was bad, but given what DeRozan's done this season, 11 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound, the Knicks just were all over it. Now, this was a back-to-back for Sacramento, and they clearly looked like it, but still, the Knicks were just ready to go. They just outworked Sacramento from the start, 37 of 22 after the first, and following that up, of course, with 37 in the third quarter and then winning the fourth quarter. I mean, this was just a great win. I'm not going to say this was one of the best wins of the year, but this was just a big-time confidence boost. The Knicks will be on a back-to-back against the Blazers, who lost to the Warriors tonight. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. The funny thing is, when I predicted the Knicks West Coast trip, I said they lose to the Clippers, they beat the Kings, they lose to the Blazers, and then they beat the Warriors. Let's see if that ends up being true. I don't think the Knicks are going to beat the Blazers actually, the Blazers are on a back-to-back. I was going to say if they're rested, but both teams are not rested. But the Blazers are a younger team, so they're going to have better legs. But with the way the Knicks shot last night, if that carries over, that would be big. I'm definitely excited to seeing how that goes tomorrow. I will be watching, and I will have a video for you guys. Now, it's like I said, it's 12:13 a.m., so my video is going to drop in the morning, probably around 8 or 9 a.m. I don't think anybody's going to be on YouTube at 1:30 a.m. over on the East Coast in New York waiting for this video. If they are, then I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it is out in the morning. Hopefully you guys can watch this on your way to work or before work or even after work, lunch break. I don't know if you guys are in school, whenever you have a chance. But the Knicks are going to go to 41-23. They're the 3rd seed in the East. They're probably not going to catch Boston. I don't think the Bucks will catch us. Even if Brunson is out for, let's say, 3 more weeks, I still don't think the Bucks will be able to catch us. I think the Knicks are good, and they're going to be able to beat, the majority of teams in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. Well, I would say, obviously not the elite teams, right? Like, you look at the standings, we're not going to be able to go up against, I think Minnesota, Clippers, Kings, Mavs. I think we can hang with those teams, but anyone else besides that, we're not going to be able to beat. But that just shows that the Knicks have a lot of depth. I get our bench is, arguably the worst in the league at scoring, but I think it has the talent. It just is underutilized. Tibbs tends to play the starters a lot of minutes when he doesn't really need to. And it was good to see some fresh faces. Did not see PJ Tucker tonight, but we did get to see Marjan Bijamp 5 minutes. He looked active out there. We got to see Anton Watson, Precious Achiuwa, DeLon Wright, not for much, Tyler Kolek, but it was just to have some guys out there. I'd like to see more of them too. Even if the Knicks lose more games because of it, at least they'll have fresher legs for the playoffs. Because if the Knicks continue to play the minutes they are, I mean, it's going to be the same thing as last year. Injuries are going to happen. There's going to be just a lot of fatigue problems going up against like a team like the Cavaliers, who we wouldn't even see them in the second round. We'd see them in the third round, but the Cavs just don't play their starters much at all. They play like 28 minutes, like more often than not, because they're just blowing teams out. Celtics are going to be rested, so that's definitely something to monitor. But yeah, the game against the Blazers tomorrow, I don't really have too much else to say. Normally, I have a lot on my mind, but it's Tuesday at 12:15 a.m. I've had a very long day, to say the least. So I don't know. I guess I'll end it here. I don't really want to waste any more of your guys' time. But if you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe, share it with your buddies, and I'll see you guys after the Blazers game, which will be again Wednesday morning. Peace.